Well, hey guys, welcome to Deathguard Wednesday. Have a couple minutes. We're gonna start here. Uh, I applied the wash on this one, and I painted this stuff. This is a while back, cause for this video, I ain't gonna apply the wash on this, but the wash takes too long to dry. So I'm gonna put the wash on this one, then I'll jump onto this one and get it all. Start painting on the other stuff. Dry brush it to bring some of that necrotic flesh out. So I primed it with this, the necrotic flesh spray. Ooh, then I dry brush it with it. Where's it at? I'll use the soft tone from Army Painter. I'm gonna try to use all Army Painter for this one. So soft tone wash. Then I'm gonna bring it back with a necrotic flesh dry brush. Then I'm gonna start painting the metals. Which is so I got the coppers, which is, where is it at? Oh, okay, I don't have it here. I have the gunmetal. I have to look for the coppers, which I don't know. Because I don't remember if I have any of the Army Painter copper. I think I used Vallejo or the scale color. I have to look for that again, but I know I'm gonna get the gunmetal on it, the black, but we'll see what we do right here. Alright, so let's go with the wash. My wash brush. I didn't put the Stormcast video up Monday, because I'm gonna have to redo that one because I had a little incident when I was cleaning this brush. These are old. Like, Citadel doesn't make these brushes anymore. Yeah, they fell. I used a little too much. I went to do this with one of the napkins to dry them off, and I went like this, a little too rough, and just. Well, this stuff is full of paint too, because I make a mess when I paint it. A lot of the paint goes in there, and it dries in there, and it just dries it out in there and just makes it so stiff. That's my fault, not the brush's fault. So let's get this guy using the soft tone. I might look for the copper Army Painter. I want to actually do it like a challenge for myself and just use Army Painter. All right, let's start with a little soft tone. Ooh. That's a little too much. I'm gonna just grab another one and throw some other stuff in there too, because that was a little too much. Just grab the couple. See, some of them I just started. This one doesn't even have a wash, and I got other stuff on top. That's my fault. All right, let's get this started. I always use a little water with this, just with a soft tone, and it just goes everywhere. I moved the phone a little bit further up, so there's nothing blocking me, and I can see without having actually to look at the phone being in my way. Maybe grab some more of this over here. Really darken it up. Some of the legs here. I'll grab the other stuff later. and I can stay in the shot and be able to see. I might do some batch painting with this guys then, because I messed it up there. I put a little too much. It was kind of, the tip was a little dry. It was clogged, and I pushed a little too much, and it went everywhere. Get the backpack. I think I was using the copper. I was using was the Vallejo, but I want to use All Army Painter. So this one's really like, I don't know if I use the Reckless Flesh shade on this guy or a different thing, but I'll be alright. Alright, grab the little tentacle. Start bringing all the details on them. And I don't mind if they call it all coffee stains on the Deathguard, because they're meant to be dirty, in my opinion. Alright, so except for the bolter, I'm not gonna get the bolter, but let me get this other guy too. I was gonna prime more of these guys because I built up a couple more. But it'd be raining. It'd be cloudy and humid, so I was like, nah. So I remember when these guys came out, when I actually got started on 40K was 8th edition. Because I used to build, my main thing was Gundams, just building Gundams, painting some of them. Just collecting Gundams, really. Then I remember when I went into one of the hobby shops that were close to me. And there was a group of guys there that they were talking about 8th edition coming out. I started asking, what is it? I didn't know about it. I knew about miniatures. I've seen miniatures before, but I didn't pay attention to them. Then I asked, like, oh, is this stuff? And they showed me that they had the indexes there for 8th edition. And they were showing me all the miniatures on there and the box art was coming out. And they showed me these guys, the starter box, which it was Marines versus Deathguard. But I went with the Marines. And I thought the guys look cool, but I was like, I like the Marines a little bit more, all this stuff. Got enough for one more here. First, a little too rough. So, fast forward a couple of years later. I might have never shot again. It just happens. Forgive me. I think this was 2022 if I remember right, 2022, when I think it was the Battle Force box was Mortarion. I don't remember what year it was, but it was Mortarion was in it. It's not long. It's not long ago. It's pretty recent. So I was looking at it, and it had some store credit because I sold a bunch of stuff to them, a bunch of comics and books that I didn't really want, and I had a couple cards saved up from buying at the store. So I was like, let me get that box. And they had that box and I think the year previous box there too. And it had a Plagueburst Crawler. It was a Plagueburst Crawler. Let's see what else. Plagueburst Crawler. The 3 Blight Haulers. And I think with some Terminators or some Plague Marines. I bought that box. So I just, with all the store credit that I had there, and just really selling a bunch of comic books and stuff. But I started penning a couple. Like I started penning Terminators. But then I got busy with work and the house and all this stuff, so I was like, put them away for a while. So, but this year, now that I have the time, I could go Saturdays. I can go and play. I was like, oh, I'll go. And brought these guys back out just to play some Warhammer. So hopefully, I don't think by the end of the year I'll have all of them painted, but I will have the majority. Hopefully. I know Mortarion's going to be the last one I paint. Alright, so I'm going to do the Necrotic Flesh dry brush with the small dry brush, which is dirty. Alright, so alright, so start with the head first. Put too much on it. So this weekend I'm gonna go and get that other brush to replace the one that I messed up. Alright. Let's bring back some of that necrotic flesh. So I am gonna get the army painter ones just to give them a try. see this over here. This is all gonna be different colors, metallics and stuff. All the little chimneys, soft sports. Also on the metal, I like to give it some of this necrotic flesh, just to make it look like dirty and disgusting. I might hit it with a different color on it too. Alright, so got this one, put this one's back. Let this guy's dry for a while. Alright. But this brush I should do wash it. This is the dry brush that I use for non-metallics. I do have it's a soap that I use to wash these guys. I use the Speedball pink soap. But I'll get this one. I'll get it later. Alright. See, I was doing this. I was doing this, and then the other stuff came off. Alright. So for now, I'm going to use the regiment brush to start applying some of the metals. So I know I have the copper army painter somewhere, which I'll get. Alright. So put this over here. Put this over here. Whereas this dark tone I'm gonna use for the metals, soft tone that I used on them. Alright, let's start painting some of the metallic parts. Alright, so paint this thing. I'm gonna try to be a little bit cleaner with the brushes so I don't get the paint all the way over here. I should do more instead of slathering the whole brush than having them get destroyed over time. Put this over here a little bit more. Yeah, the Deathguard. I like their aesthetic, the model designs, all the stuff they added to it. They've been going around for this long, and I wanted a little lighter armor instead of the Deathguard green from Citadel. I just wanted I wanted a lighter color. See, like, I just like the lighter color. Alright, so let's get the metal on the wings of the little fly. Got a little. I don't know I think Army Painter has a little set of brushes. I think it brings 3 of them. I'm gonna try get that set. We'll see what it brings. I also don't want these guys to look that uniform in colors. Because I know that they've been going around for 10,000 years, so some might be newer, some might be older. Alright, so that's what I was painting right there. The little fly. Alright. What else can I get here? The piping. What else? What else? Got some of the pipes going on here. Alright. Nah, that's silver here already. So when you go to the back, I know this is different color. It's gonna be like a purplish color with some pinkish purple in between it. Let me see. Get the spike on his helmet. Do I have one? No. Get the spike on it. These guys are not dry yet. This is a little drier. I didn't make it as dark as the other one. We get your spike since you're here already. Yeah, see, it's still pretty wet, but I didn't get that much of this stuff on top. Yep. Alright, let's see if I can anything. Oh, some of this chainmail behind them. So Friday, I might not put a video out because I'm gonna need that detail brush, because that stuff from the luminous stuff is really small details, a lot of small details on them. So I'm gonna forgo doing the video on Friday for the luminance. I might do something else. I might just show off what I have for the luminance. See, we're at 25 minutes, so that's a long time for a video. I would try to do like 15, 20. But this is it for this guy. I didn't really need that detail brush. Not for this guys, but making a mess. But for my other guys. But that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.